What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Alma, Missouri. This is the Own the Map Challenge. And as you can see, I am not in my own tractor. This is a contract or leased contract tractor. As well as this trailer. And we have corn in the trailer because we have 3 contracts active currently. If we take a look in the menu, we've got a harvesting field 1 of corn, we've got a fertilizing field 18, and cultivating 34. And I did lease the equipment for all of that. And we'll go take a look at those here in a second. And then you saw our own field was being harvested. The alfalfa field was being harvested. With our mower. We can find it. Here it is. So yeah, this field's being mowed in alfalfa. I just set him off a little bit ago. So that's going to take a while. Also, I forgot, we're also in November. Because I did say the last episode was the last one that's going to be in August. And there wasn't much to do in September or October. Because the next thing for us that we had to do for our own fields was mow the alfalfa field. So I figured we would just go to November. And then all these contracts popped up, and we were kind of running low on money. So yeah. I say that. We weren't running low on money because I sold the case, Magnum, and the plow. So that brought in quite a bit of money. But we still had a loan. I think it was about $200,000 our loan was. So, I mean, that wasn't that bad. And then before the episode started, I did max it out again at $920,000. Because I do plan on buying a couple fields today. Those fields include 26 and 25. I want them for a few reasons. I know I keep going back in the menu. One, they're close to home-ish. They're fairly small fields. With the equipment we have, they're kind of big, but they'll do. I was going to buy this field, but it is way too big. It's, 25 acres? And this one's 5, going on 6, and this one's about 6, so about 12 acres there. And that field's not ready to harvest either. I mean, there's a contract for it for cultivating. So, it's not really a big deal. Now, I could also go for this one. That is 15 acres, but it's 300 grand. And I don't really want to spend 300 grand on a new field. Granted, it is alfalfa, and we could get some silage off of it. Actually, that's a good point. I could get some silage off of that. I don't know. So as you can see, we have a class combine, the European version, because that's what came with the contract, and a pretty big header. I'm pretty sure this is a 13-meter header. This corn header here, so it's fairly sizable. It's knocked out this field pretty quick. Pretty quick. And then we've got the Fendt Rogator for the fertilizing contract. I did fill it all the way up with fertilizer before I started the field, and it's used about half so far. If we bring up the menu, it's about done actually. It's only got about a quarter of the field left, give or take. Now, why did you stop? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, and then we've got the versatile Delta track with, I believe this is not part of the Plains and Prairies DLC. Pretty sure this is just a normal cultivator, base game cultivator. So yeah, works out pretty well. I just wanted to make sure this guy was still going. And he is. That's fantastic. Now, as far as fields go, I do really want these two cornfields because I want the corn dryer. Although well, it is only 100 grand. And then I want the gray mill, which is 288, and the bakery, which is 150. So I don't think we're gonna have enough money to do any of that. There is the quick baler shop though, and this case. Now this case, I would go for it, but it is a base game combine, and I do have a couple modded ones here that I would like to get instead, just for fun, because they're modded. So yeah, that's out of the picture. But then this baler is very tempting because there are two baling contracts, round baling contracts, for the two big soybean fields that I wanted to harvest, but we can't really. So it'd be this field here and this field here that we would bale. And I think that's a great idea. I think we get that that baler in the sale. And then do those two contracts. So, in that case, let's go ahead and wow, that's an interesting color. Let's do decals. Let's go with lizard, or not lizard, John Deere. There we go. John Deere with markers. Sure. Don't need that. We'll go standard. No, we'll go unrealistic. And then we need the main color in green. Already vetoed that. This in green. There we go. Good enough. Now I assume our fertilizer spreader is not anywhere near the right field, and I would be correct. Now, also, a couple new mods got released over the last 3 days. A couple of them being some tractors. Should probably pay attention to where I'm going first. The 8R Series 2020 here. And I do really like this tractor. It looks great. My only thing is that these narrow twins are a little bit too narrow. Yeah, I don't know. I'll play around with that off screen. Because like I said, I want those 2 cornfields. Possibly even 3 cornfields, but that's quite a drive to get to that one. Or I might just make a lot of alfalfa silage. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Also, I don't think I've said, but there are new custom productions. So we've got the bakery with the apple pie and the cornbread. That's what I would do with the corn, is take it to the corn dryer, get it dried, take the dried corn to the grain mill to make fine corn flour, and then take that to the bakery to make cornbread. That would be the plan. I should probably check to see the price of cornbread before I do that, actually. Would probably be a good idea. See, cornbread, there it is. Oh wow, it's only $6,000? Really? That seems awful. Alright, so let's go ahead and accept that fertilizing contract, or collect that fertilizing contract. There's There's plowing, stone picking, and then baling. The field's looking great. Say it's about halfway done, a little over halfway done. Now this kind of brings up a good question. Since we bought that new baler, and I plan on selling the silage anyway, we should probably wrap the bales with the new baler and then sell those bales too. And then honestly, we should probably sell our equipment to make bales now. Maybe. Alright. I kind of want to do this plowing contract, but we don't have a plow anymore. And that's quite a big field. We have plows. So the eco-till case was what we were using. We could go for the lizard again, but we're going to use that on every map anyway. Or we could get these lizards, which are ginormous. So I think we go for this one. And then I will say, do we lease that equipment? Use that tractor? No, it's a horrible idea. We'll use our own tractor. Although, what tractor am I going to put it on? Because we have a case tractor and a John Deere tractor. No, we have two John Deere tractors and a case tractor. And the case one's only for the baler. The only reason I got that tractor. That's kind of a problem. Yeah, we've got a small 6M. We've got this case Magnum. And then we have this. And it would make sense to put the plow on this? Or would it make sense to put the baler on this? How fast does this go? 26. Fast does this go? 24. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll put this one on the plow. It's got more horsepower than the other one does. And then honestly, it might be time to get a fourth tractor. Either a fourth tractor or we sell the Magnum and get another John Deere. We could get the new John Deere actually. No, because we need a front loader tractor still, don't we? Alright, you, Mr. Worker, drive to there, please. Where is this? So I think how do I want to do this? I either want to just sell this now and then sell all the other equipment, mowing equipment, or do I want to use it until it runs out of bale net and bale wrap over there for the wrapper? Because how much is in the wrapper? Not a lot. About half. I actually think we do that. I think that's a better idea. Use it until it runs out of wrap and net. Alright, that's the cornfield done. Fantastic. Alright, that's the cultivating contract done. So we'll go ahead and collect that one. It's another $26,000. Not too bad. Alright, now I really hope this doesn't mess up the contract. But I am going to buy that. It didn't mess up the contract. Fantastic. Just dump all that in there. Accept the contract. It's another 20 grand. So now, all that corn that was extra got put into the corn dryer. Fantastic. Alright, but that will do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.